Hi guys, welcome to Yoga for Meditation. Today's short and sweet sequence is all around dropping you into a place of deep calm and rest. So we're looking to activate probably more of Apana Vayu today down in the bowl of the pelvis. We'll be doing some forward folds. Maybe we'll work a little bit with sound as well, with the sound of Om today. So that's what's planned for today. Without further ado, let's get on with it. All right, to start us off with today, come into a standing position with the feet underneath the hips. So you've got kind of train tracks between the hip, knee, and the ankle. I'm just going to do some simple arm raises to begin. So breathe in, float the arms all the way up and overhead. At the top of the movement, reach through the elbows, but just keep the arm bones in the shoulder socket. And then as you breathe out, slowly float the palms down, draw the belly back towards the spine. Let's bring a breath count in. Inhale, reach up. Say for a count of 4. As you breathe out, exhale for a count of 4. 3, 2, 1. Navel moves back on exhale. Breathe in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out, count of 5. Exhaling a little bit longer, a little bit slower. Inhale, count of 4. So you can see we're lengthening. Exhale. Reach at the top. Exhale, count of 6. Slow, controlled movement, gazing just in one place. Inhale, 4. And isn't it a sweet, sweet release just to be able to think about counting and breathing. Everything else you can let go. Count of 7 as you bring the palms down. All the other things going on in life can just begin to drop away as you bring the focus onto your breath, the movements of the body. Really allow the mind to drop into this fluid and calm and stable breath. Count of 8 now as you exhale the arms down. Beautiful. Drawing the belly back and up. And we'll pause there. We're going to come in and out of chair pose now. And we're going to use the sound of Om. And really using a mantra allows the mind to become absorbed in the sound, but more in the essence of the sound. So looking to create the conditions for peace and calm in the body. So we use the mantra Om. Breathe in, reach all the way up. As you breathe out, just bend the knees and drop the sit bones. So the first round we'll do without our mantra. Inhale, lean back a little. And as you breathe out, bring your belly to your thighs, fingertips to the mat, relax the head and neck. Inhale, lean back, Utkatasana, chair pose. As you breathe out, draw the pelvic floor up, squeeze the belly back towards the spine. And inhale, reach all the way up. So it doesn't have to be a huge dynamic movement, but let's pay attention internally. Exhale. Om. Bending the knees. Breathe in, lean back a little. Exhale. Om. Belly to thighs. Fingertips down. Inhale, lean back, chair pose. Exhale. Om. Draw the belly back and up, lifting the pelvic floor. Breathe in, push through the feet, come all the way up to stand. Let's do one more round. Exhale. Om. Bending the knees. As you inhale, lean back. Fill the whole torso, the whole belly with breath. As you exhale, belly to thighs, chanting the sound of Om. Inhale, lean back. Exhale. Om. Breathe in, stand all the way up. And breathe out, lower the arms down. And just see if you can be perceptive to feel for a little moment here the resonance of that sound of Om carrying through the body. So just close the eyes for just a second. Can you feel the sound of Om as it lingers in the body? Beautiful. All right, let's step the feet wide, so turning to the long edge of the mat. Bring the heels a little bit wide so that the outer edges of the feet line up. And from here we'll take the palms on just underneath the buttocks on the hamstring. Breathe in, lengthen through the spine. And as you exhale, we're just going to fold gently forward, running the hands down the back of the legs. Breathe in, lift halfway, run the hands up to the point behind the knee. Gaze down, press the sit bones back, reach the top of the head forward, and exhale, folding. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, run the hands up the backs of the legs, lift the chest, feel the spine lengthening all the way out, and do it again. Exhale, drop the chin and fold. So you can be chanting Om here as you come down. Just you can either do it mentally or you can do it out loud if you like. Inhale, halfway lift. It's an amazing anchor for the mind. Exhale, come down. The vibration of the sound of Om. Slow, fluid movements. Mind absorbed in the breath and the mantra. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, last round. And you can have a little micro bend behind the knees so that the spine can stay nice and long. And we always want to keep a little bit of space in the front body in our forward folds. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, chanting Om as you fold. And we're just going to hold here at the bottom of our forward fold. You can take the palms behind the shins. You can grab the ankles, or you can, if you're struggling here with this one, just bring the elbows onto the thighs, hands to prayer, and relax the head and neck. Inhales and exhales, smooth and even. Noticing as the mind begins to quiet. Breathing softens. Winding the body down. All right, on your next breath in, lift halfway up. Pause here. Exhale. And inhale, lifting all the way up. Exhale at the top. Beautiful, guys. We're going to come down onto the mat for the next little piece. So just coming down onto a lying down position on your back. I'm just going to squeeze the knees in together first, in towards. Give you an option for the next one. So there's a mind bound. Do it without first. As you breathe in, bring the hands onto the back of the legs and just extend the heels towards the ceiling. As you breathe out, split the heels wide apart, as wide as you can. I've got the wall here, so I'm not going to be able to go quite as wide as I'd like. Breathe in, squeeze the knees together. And breathe out, bend the knees, heels drop towards the buttocks. Now, if you wish to, grab on, peace fingers around your big toes. Inhale, extend the legs. Exhale, split the heels wide apart. Either variation is fine. Breathe in, squeeze the knees together. Breathe out, bending the knees, thighs to chest. And again, inhale, extend the legs towards the ceiling. Slow and steady breath. Exhale, split the heels wide apart. Let's stay there for a moment, please. Now, you can hold on to the peace fingers around the big toe variation. Otherwise, you can actually bring the hands onto the inner thigh for this bit. Inhale, bend the knee a little bit. And as you exhale, press the legs to straight and squeeze the pelvic floor as you breathe out. So inhale, wide. Inhale, bend. Exhale, squeeze the pelvic floor and straighten the legs. And you'll feel this kind of powerful contraction that starts down in the pelvic floor, and it feels like it's squeezing and lifting up a little bit. Breathe in, the knee bends. Breathe out. Lengthen the legs. Squeeze the pelvic floor. Last round. And gently release. You can just give yourself a hand to squeeze the knees back towards one another. Bend the knees now. Just bring the feet down onto the floor. And take a moment just to have a breath or two. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Roll to one side, and we'll come up into a seated position. You're going to take a twist. So let's bend the left knee and bring the shin across first. And then we'll take the right shin across in front of the left. Now, if you're a little bit more open or been practicing yoga for a little while, you can take an Ardha Padmasana version. So the right foot comes across to the top of the left thigh. Only if you can do that very comfortably with and you have an established practice already. Either variation doesn't matter. If you do have the half lotus variation, you can scoop around with the right hand around the lower back and just grab onto the ball of the foot. So you're creating a bind there. Left palm comes onto the right knee. And if you're not in the bind, you simply take the right fingertips behind the lower back, gently press the fingertips down, and it's not hanging out. You're not leaning on the shoulder. None of that, please. Just gentle fingertips down into the floor. Press the fingertips down, left palm on the right knee. Inhale, reach through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, you twist. And again, breathe in. Flood the torso with breath all the way down into the pelvis. Come out of the movement, come out of the twist a little. And then as you breathe out, draw the belly back towards the spine and then soften the chest and turn. Breathe in, come out of the twist a little. Fill the chest, fill the belly. Exhale, twist. Belly first, and then exhale from the chest. Beautiful. Pause here. Unwind that back shoulder, spine long. You can just drop the chin a little bit. You can close the eyes. And gently release. And you feel, just be observant. Change the cross of the legs, please. Just be observant to your state of mind. Like, how are things beginning to drop? You know, when we become the scientists for our own bodies, experimenting, understanding what works for us, understanding what stimulates, understanding what calms, we can really begin to take better control over our daily experience of life. Left fingertips come behind. Otherwise, you can take that bound variation. I've got the microphone there, so that one's not going to work. But just gently pressing the fingertips down or in the bind, reach across. And then there's a little pulsation of breath. Inhale, feel the chest, feel the belly. Exhale, belly squeezes back towards the spine, chest softens, and we turn. Just unwind the shoulder. This pulsation, this spanda. Inhale, exhale, expansion and contraction, this organic movement of rest. Pause here. Play with the position of the chin for a little moment. And release back to center. Last movement, guys, Baddha Konasana. So you can bring the soles of the feet together. Have a little wiggle from side to side. So just lean forward as you wiggle. You can grab to lace around the toes or grab onto the balls of the feet. Breathe in, sit up straight and tall. And as you breathe out, just a simple fold. And you don't need to move very much. Just soften the pelvic floor. And you can keep that little undulation with your breath. And I would really be interested if you to hear about your experience of meditation after this practice. Because if you're not used to working with the breath so much, it can really bring in a whole new dimension into your meditation practice. The energy body, which is we work with in pranayama, in the breath, is really, really the conduit between the physical and the mental and emotional part of us. So really, by working intelligently and systematically with the breath, we can create some amazing impacts and inroads. So pause here. Beautiful, guys. Gently sitting up, release the feet and come all the way down for your shavasana. And you can take as long as you wish in your shavasana. Hug the knees into the chest if you need the lower back release. Palms down by the hips. Allow the toes to open out wide. Yeah, you can take as long as you like in your shavasana, but after a couple of deep breaths here, allow the breath to become effortless. Or allow the muscles of the face, the jaw to relax and soften. Allow the shoulders to soften, the arms, the hands. Allowing the belly and the torso to soften. Legs, hips. And then as the physical body and the breath become effortless, allow the mind to become absorbed in presence. And this presence or awareness will grow the longer you spend in your shavasana. And I'll leave you here to enjoy. Thanks for sharing your practice with me, and enjoy your meditation.